All right, Patriots fans, get ready because we have a ton of news to break down. And today we are diving deep into the latest developments surrounding the New England Patriots as they gear up for the most crucial stretch of the season. The team is seeing some pivotal changes on both sides of the ball, and this is where things get really interesting. On the defensive side, the return of Milton Williams cannot be overstated. Since he went down, the Patriots' defensive front has struggled to contain both the run and the pass, and the numbers clearly illustrate that impact. From weeks 1 through 9, the defense allowed no 100-yard rushers, a testament to how dominant the interior defensive line has been with him in the lineup. Fast forward to weeks 10 through 17, and the numbers tell a completely different story. Multiple 100-yard rushers, including big names like Derrick Henry and Reese Hall, highlighting just how much his absence was felt. Milton's ability to command double teams and disrupt the offensive line has always been a critical part of the Patriots' strategy. His presence alone affects the way opponents attack the edges, opening up opportunities for defensive ends to make plays and putting serious pressure on quarterbacks trying to navigate the interior of the pocket. When looking at his personal stats before he was sidelined, he recorded 27 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks, which led the team outside of Landry and Chasen, while maintaining an impressive 72.3 pass rush grade and 35 pressures. These numbers place him among the top defensive tackles in the league, and even after missing multiple games, his influence on the field remains undeniable. The team has been waiting for his activation off injured reserve, and now, with the roster moves clearing space, it looks like he will finally be able to return. This is huge for the Patriots as they prepare for the playoffs, because having a player of Milton Williams' caliber back in the interior line can completely change the dynamics of both the run and pass defense. On the offensive side, Will Campbell is another key player whose return could significantly bolster the team's performance. At just 21 years old, he has already shown remarkable poise and skill as a rookie, proving to be an essential component of the offensive line. Injuries have slowed him down, particularly with a tricky MCL sprain, but as he becomes eligible to practice again, the coaching staff is eager to get him back in the mix. His ability to protect the quarterback and open running lanes has been missed, and his presence can make a noticeable difference in the overall effectiveness of the Patriots' offense. Backup players like Vidarian Lowe have done a commendable job stepping into the lineup during these absences, holding their ground and even excelling in some areas. Lowe's performance as a backup left tackle has been nothing short of impressive, providing solid pass protection, limiting pressures, and committing very few penalties, which speaks volumes about the depth the Patriots currently possess. Still, having Campbell fully healthy and ready to contribute once again will allow the offensive line to operate at a much higher level, and the timing of his return could not be more crucial with the postseason approaching. Meanwhile, the wide receiver room has been an area of both opportunity and concern. Players like Diggs continue to hold their spots as primary targets, but the team has seen emerging talent like EFF Chisholm step up when given the chance. Chisholm's recent performance, including multiple catches and a touchdown in limited targets, has shown that he can be relied upon when the situation demands. The depth chart adjustments, including the elevation of players like John Giles or Jeremiah Webb, provide additional options for the Patriots, but there remains a degree of uncertainty regarding how the rotation will fully take shape moving forward. The coaching staff will need to make strategic decisions about who sees playing time, particularly as the team balances resting players with ensuring they are playoff ready. With the playoff seeding now almost locked in, the focus shifts to maintaining momentum and health for both starters and emerging contributors alike. The Patriots' playoff outlook is now firmly in focus, and while the team has secured a spot in the postseason, the 1 seed appears to be out of reach due to tiebreakers with the Broncos, leaving the possibility of entering as the 2 or 3 seed. This context makes the remaining games of the season even more significant, as performance, player health, and roster management could directly impact matchups in the playoffs. The coaching staff must weigh the risks and benefits of resting starters versus keeping them in rhythm and fully prepared for the intensity of postseason play. Every decision carries a potential ripple effect, influencing how the team matches up against likely opponents including high-powered offenses and strategic defensive units. Players returning from injury like Milton Williams and Will Campbell could be the difference makers, providing a boost to both morale and on-field execution. Defensively, having both key players back allows the Patriots to re-establish their identity, controlling the line of scrimmage and dictating the flow of the game. The interior rush and run-stopping ability are critical for limiting explosive plays, while also freeing up edge rushers to capitalize on pressure opportunities. On the offensive side, the addition of Campbell helps maintain the balance between protecting the quarterback and establishing the running game, giving the Patriots multiple avenues to sustain drives and control the clock. These elements combined create a more complete and cohesive team capable of executing game plans effectively in high-pressure scenarios. The impact of these returning players goes beyond just individual stats. It influences scheme, play calling, and the confidence of the entire roster, which is particularly important as the intensity ramps up heading into the postseason. Coaches will need to carefully monitor practice reps, conditioning, and recovery to ensure that both Williams and Campbell are fully integrated and ready to perform at the highest level when it counts most. All right, Patriots fans, as we continue breaking down the latest developments, we need to look closely at how the remaining games of the season will shape both the playoff seeding and the team's momentum heading into the postseason. Even though the Patriots have locked up a playoff spot, the battle for seeding is far from over, and the dynamics of the AFC are complex at this stage. The Broncos currently hold the tiebreaker over New England, which means that, barring some unexpected outcomes, the Patriots are unlikely to claim the number 1 seed. This situation brings added significance to each remaining matchup because the difference between securing the 2 seed or dropping to the 3 seed can dramatically influence home field advantage and playoff matchups. The team's approach to these final regular season games will be critical in setting up a path that maximizes their potential for success in the postseason. In terms of matchups, the Patriots face the Dolphins in the final week, a team that has been competitive all season but still presents manageable challenges compared to other potential playoff opponents. The coaching staff must weigh the decision of whether to rest starters or keep them in rhythm for the playoffs. While resting key players can help prevent injuries, it also risks disrupting timing and conditioning, particularly for those making their first playoff appearances. Players like Drake May, who are stepping into significant roles this late in the season, need live-game reps to build confidence and ensure chemistry with the rest of the lineup. At the same time, the Patriots need to maintain a competitive edge, keeping the team sharp and avoiding any complacency that could come from a guaranteed playoff berth. Every snap matters at this point, and the balance between preparation and rest is delicate. Offensively, the return of Will Campbell offers the Patriots a chance to solidify their line and improve both pass protection and run blocking. This stability is essential because it allows the quarterback to operate with more confidence and gives the running backs the space needed to execute effectively. The offensive line has already shown resilience, particularly with backups like Vidarian low-stepping in seamlessly during critical moments. His performance as a substitute left tackle has been remarkable, limiting pressures, avoiding sacks, and providing a reliable option when starters were unavailable. However, Campbell's return elevates the entire line, restoring the depth and effectiveness needed to execute complex plays against high-caliber defenses. The combination of experienced starters and capable backups ensures that the Patriots can adjust to different defensive looks and maintain consistency, which is particularly important against opponents who may seek to exploit any perceived weaknesses along the line. Defensively, Milton Williams returning from injury is a game-changer. His ability to disrupt the interior offensive line, command double teams, and apply pressure on the quarterback has been sorely missed during his absence. Teams have taken advantage of his time away from the field, racking up significant rushing yards and finding opportunities to exploit the defensive interior. With his return, the Patriots can reestablish a dominant presence at the line of scrimmage, improving both run defense and pass rushing effectiveness. His influence also allows edge rushers to operate with more freedom, knowing that the interior pressure will force quarterbacks into tighter windows and create more opportunities for sacks and turnovers. The difference between having a fully healthy Milton Williams in the lineup versus facing games without him cannot be overstated. It impacts strategy, execution, and overall defensive confidence. Turning back to the wide receiver room, the Patriots have a mix of established stars and emerging talent, each bringing unique contributions to the offense. Diggs continues to serve as the primary target, but the emergence of players like EFF Chisholm provides additional depth and flexibility. Chisholm's recent performance, including touchdowns and key yardage gains, demonstrates his ability to step up when opportunities arise, which is crucial during the playoffs when matchups can be unpredictable. Elevating players like John Giles or Jeremiah Webb adds further options for the coaching staff, allowing for creative play calling and adaptability in game situations. Balancing experience with youth and ensuring that every receiver is prepared to contribute will be a priority as the Patriots navigate the final games of the regular season and prepare for postseason challenges. The playoff implications also hinge on the outcomes of other AFC matchups. Teams like the Chargers, Broncos, and Bills influence not just seeding, but potential matchups that could define the Patriots' path to the Super Bowl. The complexity of these scenarios means that the coaching staff and front office must stay alert and ready to adjust strategies depending on how other teams perform. For example, the Chargers resting starters or playing backups can change the competitive landscape, affecting which opponents the Patriots might face. Similarly, unexpected wins or losses by the Broncos or Jaguars can influence home field advantage, creating scenarios where strategic decisions about resting starters versus playing them in high-stakes games become critical. The coaching staff must consider all these variables while maintaining focus on their own team's performance, health, and preparation. Another crucial factor is the health of the roster beyond Milton Williams and Will Campbell. Injuries have played a significant role in shaping the season, with key players missing time and adjustments needing to be made in both offensive and defensive schemes. Matt Collins' injury, for instance, has been a notable loss, particularly when considering depth at the linebacker position and coverage responsibilities. The team's ability to adapt and continue performing at a high level despite these setbacks has been commendable, but ensuring that players return healthy and at full strength is critical for playoff success. Coaches must carefully manage reps, monitor recovery, and make tactical decisions that balance player safety with competitive readiness, especially in games that could determine playoff seeding or set the tone for the postseason. Ultimately, the Patriots are entering a pivotal stretch where every game, every snap, and every decision matters. The return of cornerstone players, combined with the contributions of backups who have stepped up, creates a dynamic and resilient roster capable of competing at a high level. The team must focus on execution, discipline, and maintaining intensity as they head into the final regular season game and beyond. Preparation, health management, and strategic adjustments will define their path, and with players like Milton Williams anchoring the defense and Will Campbell stabilizing the offensive line, the Patriots have the pieces necessary to make a serious postseason run. The balance between resting players and keeping them sharp, managing injuries, and integrating returning stars will be a defining factor in how successful this team can be once the playoffs begin. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Mark Andrews has reportedly been announced by the New England Patriots, sending shockwaves through the NFL community. The acquisition of the star tight end, known for his exceptional route running, reliable hands, and red zone dominance, immediately raises questions about how Bill Belichick and his offensive staff plan to integrate him into an already dynamic attack. While official sources are tight-lipped about the specifics, insiders suggest that Andrews' arrival could reshape the Patriots' offensive strategy, offering a legitimate threat both in the passing game and as a blocker in key running situations. Rumors are swirling that Andrews could form a formidable connection with the team's quarterback, potentially transforming short and intermediate routes into scoring opportunities. Analysts speculate that his presence alone forces defenses to adjust, opening lanes for other offensive weapons and creating mismatches that could be exploited in critical situations. Given his reputation for clutch performances and high-pressure moments, some insiders hint that the Patriots may be planning to rely heavily on Andrews in the red zone, possibly redefining their scoring dynamics. Speculation also extends to the broader AFC landscape. Rivals are reportedly scrambling to reassess defensive schemes that could now be challenged by Andrews' unique skill set. The timing of this signing has fueled debates about the Patriots' intentions, whether this is a long-term cornerstone acquisition or a strategic move designed to capitalize on immediate offensive needs. Some insiders even whisper about potential shifts in personnel elsewhere, suggesting that Andrews' addition might spark a series of adjustments across the roster to maximize his impact. While no official statement has clarified exactly how the Patriots intend to deploy him, league watchers are already buzzing with theories. Will he be the centerpiece of a passing renaissance? Or is this a calculated addition to complement an evolving offensive philosophy? One thing seems certain. Wherever Mark Andrews lines up, the ripple effects will be felt across the league. Fans and analysts alike are eagerly anticipating the first signs of how this high-profile move will unfold, and speculation is only intensifying as the Patriots appear poised to shake up expectations with this bold acquisition. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.